Hi, everybody. This is Alan Fine, and I'm here with Dana Young, the president and CEO of Visit Florida. We're going to talk about what travel advisors should know and be telling their clients about the Sunshine State here on Insider Travel Report. Dana, thanks for being with us this morning.
Absolutely, Alan. Great to be here.
So for the uninitiated, tell them what the Florida Huddle is, because my first question really is, how was it, and did you achieve your goal on this last virtual one?
Yeah, so I'd love to talk about Florida Huddle. It is our annual international travel trade show that typically we would hold in a different city every year around the state of Florida. I know you probably would have been there in person this year if you could have, but we did decide that it was too important to not do it at all. So we decided to do Florida Huddle in a virtual format. And I am thrilled to say that it exceeded all of our expectations. You just never can tell in this day and age, but love to kind of give you the stats.
But I love the fact that you expect a certain number of people, and then you don't expect anyone, and you get more people because of the convenience.
It was more successful than any show we've ever done. We had more than 800 buyers, wholesalers, and 400 travel agents for the first time ever. We've never had travel agents participate, and it was such an amazing success. It's great to have them. And to me, this is the most amazing statistic, is that over 3 days, more than 7,000 appointments were conducted. It's a big number.
That's really great. And it also means that there's no turning back. I mean, we will have live events, but there's always that fraction that can't make it, that want to participate, and now they can.
Right. And as we get our surveys back from the participants and look at what they liked, what they didn't like, we are going to be able to determine whether it is something that we should continue keeping in a hybrid mode. So we will be in Tampa, Florida next year.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, it sounds like a big deal.
So we are thrilled that we're going to be able to hold Florida Huddle in Tampa, Florida, January 24th through 26th. 2022. And Tampa has a lot of brand new hotel properties that have just come online. The Riverwalk is complete. So I think that everyone is going to have a wonderful time enjoying Tampa and getting business done at Florida Huddle.
What's interesting about our coming out of the pandemic, and it seemed like you guys wrestled with it really well, was the type of travel that would slowly emerge. And so you had campaigns that were smartly attuned to the emergence. Can you tell us about the early campaign?
Yes. So last year, who can ever forget 2020, right? We were closely tracking traveler sentiment, and we had a lot of metrics that we put in a scorecard that allowed us to determine when the right time was to go back into market. So in August, we went into market in state, which is something we've never done before. Visit Florida is typically just focused on bringing people from other states to Florida.
Right.
But we did an in-state campaign, and the idea was to remind Floridians how lucky we all are to live in such an amazing place, and encourage them to get out and travel if they were comfortable and support the tourism businesses in Florida. Your
own backyard gets ignored.
Yeah. And it was, again, talk about exceeding expectations. That campaign was incredibly successful. It was in market from August to October. And during that time, it garnered over 300 million impressions. And we are able to track through Expedia the bookings directly from our ad. So just from the Expedia platform, we were able to generate 775,000 room nights and $44 million in gross bookings. So just hugely successful.
Now, of course, this is, we're talking about for 2021 now, 2022. How far out did it go?
I don't know exactly how many months, but these are people that were directly booking rooms on Expedia. Mm-hmm. So, I believe that most of those were for travel within the, August to October timeframe. These are Floridians that were ready to get out.
That's amazing. So in state, and then as of October, you started to grow, move your radius out.
Yes, as people continued to be more comfortable with travel, we expanded our campaign and did a second campaign for domestic drive markets. So in Florida, drive markets mean a little different than in other states. We go out 700 miles. So we were in our major cities all over the Southeast. So think Houston, Nashville, Birmingham, Atlanta, Charlotte. We went as far north as Philadelphia. And again, that campaign was amazingly successful. Very good. And we were just reminding people how many amazing outdoor experiences are here in Florida, and that, Florida's open right now. Other than seeing people wearing masks, otherwise you wouldn't know that there was really anything going on in terms of everything. Anything you want to do in Florida, you can do right now.
So what exactly should travel advisors be telling their clients in terms of they're all wanting to know, how safe is it? What should they be telling them?
Well, Florida is open for business, and it's also a very, very safe place to travel. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I saw a comparison of Florida's COVID experience with some of what I'll call lockdown states like New York and California, and our experience was better. And people can still go about and live their lives. Businesses can be open. Children can be in school. And so when people come to Florida on vacation, what they're going to see is a lot of hand sanitizing stations. They're going to see people wearing masks as they walk through hotel lobbies or into restaurants. But then once you sit down at the table, you can remove the mask. Distancing is still in place. And, Florida lends itself so well to that because we are a very large state. We have lots of wide open spaces. Outdoor dining has always been a huge part of our lifestyle here. And so it just lends itself so well to post-COVID vacations for people that are just ready to get out.
So we've gone from the 700-mile radius, but now you got to be thinking about points further out, like California, Pacific Northwest. What's the plan on, you're going to broaden still further, I assume?
Every year, Visit Florida does a winter marketing campaign. This is what we call our bragging season because it is absolutely spectacular here. In fact, today I'm in Tampa and it's 82 degrees and sunny outside with a nice breeze. And, most of the country is not experiencing that. So we typically do market this time of year, but now we're marketing the fact that Florida is open for business, that it's time for people to get out, and we are happy to welcome you here. And we are marketing in some new markets for us where their traditional winter vacation locations are not readily available. So Oregon, Washington, and California. They typically will vacation in Mexico or Hawaii, but those are very difficult to get there right now. So we have a lot of direct flights. Florida's open for business, and we're ready to welcome people from other states.
What should travel advisors be thinking about selling right now? Maybe not the obvious and then the not so obvious.
Well, Florida is such a unique state because we have the traditional theme parks and beaches that people typically associate with Florida, but we have so many just remarkable off the beaten path opportunities for people within very, very short drives of our major airports around the state. So,
a couple of your favorites.
Yeah, for example, if someone flies into Tampa, you could rent a car, you could go to St. Pete Clearwater to the beach, you could enjoy Tampa, or an hour north, you could be in Crystal River ready to swim with the manatees. If you fly into Orlando, you can do all of the things that are quintessentially Orlando, but within a 30-minute drive south, you could be on an airboat ride at Lake Kissimmee, which I did recently. Amazing. Or an hour east, and you could be at the Kennedy Space Center, which is an experience that you could only have here in Florida. So those are just a couple of examples. Ocala, which is a short drive from Tampa or Orlando, is amazing horse country. And there is a new addition to the equestrian scene in Ocala. It is called the World Equestrian Center. It is open now. They have a 5-star hotel that is opening, I believe, in April. And it has to be seen to be believed because its scale is absolutely massive.
You've got your chance to talk to over 78,000 travel advisors. What do you want them to know?
Well, what I'd like for them to know is that Florida is where it's at right now. And if you want your clients to have a guaranteed, fantastic vacation, bring them here. Send them here because Florida is open for business. It is safe. We have a lot of things for people to do that they probably don't even know exist. And you will be a hero because you will send them on a vacation that is going to be life-changing, and they will certainly be back.
Dana, thank you very much.
Of course. Happy to do it.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.